Good morning. So this is about Caroline Dineage and Russell Brand. No, Caroline Dineage, that's her name apparently. I had to look her up, I had to see her. So of course, I saw pictures of her. I was reading up on this lady. She's been a member of the parliament since 2010. And you know what? She's the one. Actually, she was the minister back in 2021 when they drafted the online safety bill. She's the one. Now this bill is giving the government power to regulate what's online. It's giving it to Ofcom. Right? Ofcom is the National Communications Regulator. Right. And they can just block you. The government can do this, right? If they don't like you. So they can decide what you can hear and what you can say online. See? And she's the lady. Well, of course, they are all in on it. But she was there, she was doing it. And this bill, maybe you can call it the Russell Brand bill. Because what happened? Well, they immediately went after Russell Brand. As soon as they had it, they just went for him. So to me, it's so obvious. They're coming after everybody, and they are starting with Russell Brand, who is so annoying to the establishment, you see. And she's so active, this lady. You know, she wrote to Rumble, and she was concerned about Russell Brand making money on Rumble, right? I talked about this yesterday. She also wrote a letter to GB News. Okay. She wrote a letter to the CEO, and she was complaining about their coverage of the Russell Brand story. I'll read from the letter, okay? I'll post a link to this letter. This is what she said. It's concerning, again, she's concerned. Right? It's concerning that Beverly Turner, as like a host on GB News, this lady, Beverly Turner. It is concerning that Beverly Turner, who described Mr. Brand as a hero, right, quotation marks, and invited him to appear on her show, subsequently fronted GB News coverage of the allegations regarding Mr. Brand on the morning of September 18. During that broadcast, Ms. Turner announced that if he'd offered to come, quotation, if he'd offered to come on this morning, we would have had him. Let's be honest. Talking about Russell Brand, right? And this lady sitting in the parliament, Caroline Dineage, this 1984 Orwellian lady, she didn't like it. And she wrote to the CEO of GB News to tell him this. I don't like this. I'm concerned about this. Right. Having a presenter so clearly supporting an individual who is the subject of intense media coverage, including seeking their appearance on the show, undermines any perception of due impartiality in the broadcasting. See? She's a tyrant. She's the worst. Caroline Dineage. It's terrible. And this online safety bill is a Russell Brand bill. That's what I say. Well, of course. Well, that's the first target that they are going for. They have to silence Russell Brand. They are going for it. Wow. No, I see comments from people, from you guys in Britain. And I see this quite often. You know, people say, Brits, you say, well, Britain is gone. You know. I've seen so many of these comments. Right. And now for those of you who are attacking Russell Brand, you know what I think of you. I was feeling bad about this, seeing all these Brits attacking Russell Brand. And I call them wankers. I call you guys wankers, right? Because I think that's what you are. I can imagine this. You're not doing a thing. And then you're complaining about somebody who's actually doing something. Now, I saw a comment that describes my feelings about this better than I can explain, I think. So I'm going to read this comment to you. It's from ABA 1561. It was on BitChute. Right. This is what this person says. Brand are awakening millions upon millions of people to government, media, big pharma, big tech, and military-industrial complex collusion, lies, corruption, propaganda, and tyranny, and their evil and sinister agendas that they are implementing before your very eyes. That is destroying you, your family, and your nation. Anyone who denounces people who have the courage to speak truth to power in your favor and who are awakening the masses to this outright tyranny must be a self-destructive effing idiot, and that would be you. That's very good. Oh, these people who say that this is controlled opposition, there are so few. No, I was feeling bad about this. You know, these Brits, it's so embarrassing. Attacking this guy Russell Brand. It's sort of cool, you know, to say that this Russell Brand is bad and he's a controlled opposition. It's so cool. You're a stupid moron. You say, oh, they are controlling this whole thing. Maybe you watch too many movies. You think that these guys who are doing this to all of us, they are so smart, they are so clever, like James Bond villains, all of them, you know, genius criminals. You've been watching too many movies, I think. You actually believe this. They are nothing like this. They are controlling Russell Brand into doing this to them. And now they are giving us a hero. They are doing this. No. Meanwhile, Russell Brand he just keeps going about this, attacking them. It's pathetic. So I was feeling bad about this. And then I realized there's just a few of you morons out there. Now, the video that I made yesterday got me more than 300 new subscribers. So it's obvious that to some extent, some people agree and see what's happening with Russell Brand. All right, be good.